What's up guys, Houndish here. Today I want to talk about some Destiny 2 stuff. We've got a bit of a tease or a few words about the possibility of a third subclass from Bungie. Bungie have also confirmed which subclasses will be in the beta for sure. I wanted to look at some changes to abilities and their cooldowns in Destiny 2. And I'm also going to give away some beta codes as part of this video, which I'll talk about in a moment. So firstly, there has been a ton of discussion, a huge conversation centering around the third subclass or the Taken King subclasses returning in Destiny 2. There's been a ton of speculation going back right since we had the reveal, and for now we have no real information as to whether this is going to be a thing. But yesterday, somebody on Twitter asked Mark Noseworthy, when are you guys going to announce the Night Stalker? As a Hunter main, I'm feeling underwhelmed right now and probably switching to Titan, LOL. And Mark Noseworthy replied by saying, there are many things we are not going to announce or reveal before the 6th of September. We want the community to have new memories of discovery together. Now, of course, this confirms nothing, but his response is very interesting. I've said this before, when something isn't going to happen and people are super hyped and anticipating that it is a thing, Bungie have learned, especially, over the past sort of year, if it's not going to happen, kill the theory as quickly as possible. So that's something to bear in mind. They haven't done that with these particular subclasses. And the fact that he says there are many things we are not going to reveal or announce before release definitely does, to me, tease that we are going to see the third subclasses. But of course, that is still not guaranteed. So let's look at what we actually know so far. Firstly, we did see Ikora use Thunderstrike in one of the trailers. We can put it alongside some of the other stuff we've seen in trailers, which has all turned out to be in the game. So Ward of Dawn, for example, Zavala pops the Ward of Dawn. At first we thought, we'd have the Sentinel and it's a new version of the Void subclass, but it turns out we can use Ward of Dawn later down the road. Ikora blinks in the same cutscene, and it looks like we're going to be getting Blink as part of the Void Walker. So over time, what we've seen but not had confirmed has kind of unraveled, and we've later found out that these things will be in the game. Following the reveal of Destiny 2, some people did post pictures of the Guardians kind of animated with a particular type of energy in their hand. We saw Void on the Hunter, Solar on the Titan, and Arc on the Warlock. This is a little bit misleading though, because all of the characters have all of the elements displayed in this particular animation. So if we look at the Warlock right here, we can see that it's going from Solar to Arc to Void. It's rotating through those three types of energy. And again, if this animation is going to be on the character, it just seems kind of dumb to have the animation showing all three elements, but then to only have two elements per class, you know what I'm saying? So I think when we put the evidence together, and given what Mark Noseworthy has now said, each of us, I think, should kind of take that however we take that, if that makes sense. I feel kind of uncomfortable saying I think these subclasses are going to appear in the game, because I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. I think it's possible that we could start out with two subclasses and then unlock, the Taken King subclasses or the reiterations, whatever they may be, later on as part of the campaign or a kind of side wing of the story. That would actually be pretty awesome and pretty interesting. One thing I can say for sure though is that there will be 6 subclasses available in the beta. Now I'm sure some of you are going, we already knew that was a thing, but there has been a little bit of confusion because Luke Smith in a YouTube live interview actually said you'll be able to use all 6 subclasses, and then since then all of the promo that we've seen has confirmed 3 new subclasses will be playable in the beta. But then yesterday in the weekly update they confirmed that you will be able to play the Void Walker, the Striker Titan and the Gunslinger. They did confirm however that you'll only be able to use the top path of abilities if you're running Striker, Gunslinger or Void Walker, and the bottom path will be locked and saved for you to experience in the full game. Either way, there we have it. We get 6 subclasses all together in the beta, definitely better than just 3. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about abilities in Destiny 2, some interesting stuff that we've noticed recently. Firstly though, generally ability cooldowns take much longer in Destiny 2. Your grenades and your melees, as well as your super, they take a little while to charge. Of course, we don't have intellect, discipline, strength stats that we know of right now, so they are essentially fixed with the exception of the super, which you can charge by making kills. Now, from what we've seen, having fixed ability cooldowns also extends to supers. For example, the Titan Sentinel in this clip pops the bubble and he doesn't recharge his melee or grenade abilities. And this was a thing that you could do in Destiny 1 with the Defender Titan in particular, so that's definitely something to take note of. In the new IGN footage from yesterday, we also learned that shoulder charge would be a thing for the Striker Titan, as well as the possibility of running double lightning grenades. Shoulder charge in particular is no longer a one-hit kill, it does around 90 damage. As far as the double grenades go as well, neither the shoulder charge or double grenades was something which people found during the reveal build of the game, so that wasn't actually built into the subclass whatsoever. There's been a lot of conversation about the subclasses being somewhat limited, or perhaps in the final game there will actually be more abilities than what we've seen so far. You know, it's always possible. One thing is for sure though, there is definitely more abilities in this Striker Titan gameplay than what we've seen so far. Again, we still see those long cooldowns for abilities. Interestingly though, if you look at the Titan's melee ability, the shoulder charge is the fixed option right there. So you've got a really slow cooldown, but the actual melee ability is for the shoulder charge, not for a standard melee. So throughout all of this gameplay, whenever the Titan uses a normal melee, it's not a charged melee at any time. That appears to have been traded out for the shoulder charge capability. Moving on, the Sentinel Titan actually has the Voidwall grenade now in the game, which is really interesting. Of course, the Voidwall was a Night Stalker grenade in Destiny 1. We have seen grenades that cross over from different subclasses and classes before, so you could add that to the third subclass speculation list if you want. It will, however, be a grenade for the Sentinel Titan, which is pretty cool. In some of this gameplay, they've actually zoomed in and cropped out the edges that show the feed and all of the kind of notifications, which is interesting. I'm not sure what it is that they're trying to hide exactly. Perhaps it could just be, you know, something which is misspelled, a title of an ability, you know, that says the wrong thing perhaps or is outdated. I'm not going to speculate about what it could be hiding, but if you have any theories, let us know in the comment section. I have to say though, I'm really glad that they're bringing the Iron Temple, or Felwinter Peak, back as a PvP map. That's really awesome, a great kind of layer of nostalgia there. When I've been watching the gameplay and I hear the Iron Temple music and then Shaxx's voice, I kind of have a bit of a feeling that is reminiscent of, you know, my memories of the Destiny 1 beta. It's really bizarre right now. I'm really excited to play this freaking game. Anyway, before I go off on that tangent, I will be doing a beta code giveaway. This is for early access. So if you want to be in with a chance to win an early access beta code for any platform, you can save it for the PC, or you can use it to get early access to the console beta coming soon. Then go ahead and check out the link in the description. You'll have to be subscribed to the channel and you can get additional entries by following me on Twitter and some other stuff like that, so go and check it out. But for now, that about sums up this video, guys. Just some interesting stuff from the recent reveals and bits of information that may be worth taking note of. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. Let me know anything down below that you're hyped about in Destiny 2. Drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. It really helps me out on the channel, guys. And if you're interested in saving 10% on Control Freak products, including new Destiny 2 thumbsticks, then be sure to check out the link in the description below. For now though, I appreciate you guys watching and I hope you have an awesome day.